So we have all those things. So we have heat source, fuel source, chemical chain reaction, oxygen. You need all 4 of those for fire to start and maintain.
And then provoking the biker caused a harsh reaction on his part.
Okay, so we're in our own lane. That person cut us off. Get yourself out of there. Good job planning your ride and got yourself out of there, located and adapted. So he was in the orange stage, immediately went to red stage, back into orange stage because I don't trust these people. Maintain yellow stage now. Oh, we're going to go back into orange. Don't do that crap. Okay, I have to give him a compliment for planning, but I'm going to take that away for being an idiot. Jesus. Here we go. Moving through here, got cornering. Okay, we're looking through the turn. We looked a little bit too far. We also leaned a little bit too far. Good thing he's got full gear. And that was a low side crash. So hopefully not a lot of trauma to his left side. Oh, there we go. Bike is on fire. So we hit the fumes of the gas, came out, and it hit a certain temperature and combusted. We got a lower flammable limit. So right now we're going to try to cool it off by using water. Now you can also put dirt on it, but thankfully everybody is a firefighter today and has water. There you go. So what he's doing now is smothering it, removing the oxygen. What is saved by a cyclist.
That his lack of experience almost ended up in losing bike. What do you think, guys? Why this bike sets on fire?
Oh, I will answer that. Why did this bike catch on fire? Okay, so here, first and foremost, let's take a look at the crash. So we're going to go through here. We're going to take a left turn. It was a Dirtbike Lunatic, said inexperienced, not knowing what he's doing, brand new rider. He crashed. Okay, so we're going through a turn. He's looking through the turn, doing a good job, but we leaned it a little too far. Now we lost traction on our tires, and what we're doing is called a low side. A low side is when we basically just lose traction and we fall in. So the mechanism injury on him would be left shoulder, left hip, left knee, left ankle impacts, but then you got road rash possibly. But he's wearing full gear, so hopefully there's not going to be any friction burns. But he did hit his head also, so be aware of that. Now we're going to get into here, and now we're going to have fuel coming out of the gas tank. And what's happening is it's dripping down, and the fuel itself is not what's catching fire. It's the vapors. It's going to be the gas vapors coming off the gas. I'm trying to use terminology that you guys can understand. So it's dripping down, and it's the surface area of it turning into vapors because it hits the oxygen. It's hitting the air. It's the room temperature basically, and now it's off gassing. The hot parts of the motorcycle is creating an environment of heated area, and it's going to hit a certain limit. Now it's very, very hot. Engine gets hot, you burn yourself easily, so that the gas vapor is actually going to combust into a flame, and that's what is going to happen here. So immediately, so it was dripping and probably going down the side of the frame, and maybe it hit the exhaust. The exhaust temperature is extreme. Flashpoint. There you go. Thank you. It's been a while. It's been 3 years since I was a firefighter. It hit that exhaust. It combusted. Okay, so now here's the thing. What fire needs? It needs, first of all, a heat source. That's going to be the exhaust. It needs a fuel source. It's going to be the gasoline vapors. So there's the fuel source. It needs the chemical chain reaction. So it actually, gasoline vapors needs to be able to actually catch fire. So we could say, well, we got water, heat, all that stuff. Well, water doesn't combust. So you have the chemical chain reaction. And then, what did I say? Oh, yeah, you need oxygen. So we're in an oxygen environment. Okay, not super high oxygen. It's about 21% in natural air. So we have all those things. So we have heat source, fuel source, chemical chain reaction, oxygen. 4 different things, okay? You need all 4 of those for fire to start and maintain. All 4 of those. So what he's doing is water. So what did I say? We have heat, we have fuel, chemical chain reaction, and then we have oxygen. What water is doing is reducing the heat. We reduce the heat, fire goes out. It also can smother, if it depends if you just put a nice little curtain. So now you reduce oxygen and heat, fire goes out. The problem is there's only so much water can do in an absorption of that fire. So you need to have a lot of water for fire. You need to be able to put it out because it's only going to cool it down a little bit and it's still just going to keep going. So he ran out. Now it looks like the fire is now engulfing the seat itself. So now we have another fuel source outside of just the gasoline. So now we have two different problems. So it looks like it's starting to go out. We're reducing the heat quite a bit. Now we have a small flame. So we reduced the heat a lot. And now we're not having so much of an issue when it comes to the heat. We still have fuel, but now there's not enough heat because the exhaust is cooled off. Now the only thing really burning is going to be the plastics, the hydrocarbons, and then you got plastics right there. So that's burning. So if we just cool it off, we're good. And what he's doing now, he's actually smothering it. The moment he hits it, oxygen can't get to it. He's also dispersing the heat by pushing it out. So that is what happens when you smack it. But here's the thing, that heat is still there. So when you do smack it, it's going to melt your gloves too. So what we can do in this situation is you obviously use water because that works. But if you don't have water, get dirt and smother it or remove the fuel source. So you take and you lift the bike up and you start putting dirt on it, but you start to remove the fuel source of the gasoline coming out. You can also reduce the heat, like I said, with water. Whatever it is, piss. Somebody said piss. You could do that. The chemical chain reaction, we don't have carbon dioxide extinguishers. We don't have halon or anything like that. So you don't have that option at this point. But what you could do is smother it and reduce the temperature and try your best to remove the fuel source. Here we go.
Sorry.
Sodid. All right, we're going. Okay, you merging with me?
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I mean,
Good.
dude just straight up cut me off. Like, if I would have taken off, I'd have been in a lot of bad shape, you know, really quickly.
Yep.
But
I like his mentality on this. Don't do anything dumb. Okay, good. Just be careful. Wear some gear just in case something like that happens and hit you.
and been in red, identifying things that are ugly. Like this guy, he sped up. He saw that lane was ending. And look, he still doesn't care.
Whoa.
It doesn't bother him at all. It doesn't matter to him at all. It's my life on the line. And that's
Terrible.
each and every time I put myself on these two wheels, my life is on the line. So I have to treat it as such.
Okay.
I have to be very cautious.
Is it okay if I... Let's keep watching. Let's see. He's still doing
That's
this.
it. Man. Oh.
All right. So he says every time he gets on the bike, his life is on the line. And he has to be very careful. Okay, let's play around with that, everybody. Life on the line. So being a smart rider, you need to be situationally aware. He saw that vehicle come out. Let's go ahead and go back just a little bit. He saw the vehicle come out, this van. So situationally aware. Saw it. Applied some brake pressure.
Really?
And let them go. Very good. Very good. Smart rider, situationally aware, seeks out and recognizes hazardous situations. Maintain fundamental skills. Didn't panic, so he applied some progressive brake pressure. That's all we really can do in this position. So he did a good job. Acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. We need to get that. So if we want to be as safe as possible and your life's on the line, you're worried about that all the time. It's not just about how can I maneuver the bike and I need to look for things. Part of it has to do with if something happens and you had no control over it, you did everything right and shit just still happens. That's life. You need to wear gear. It's going to help mitigate a lot of the problems that you might be having after a crash. You know, I'd rather buy new gear than have to do rehab for a year. So wear full gear. If that's the concern, is that your life's in everyone else's hands, wear full gear. Wear, I don't know, at least a jacket, helmet, you know, wear everything. Jacket, helmet, boots, gloves, pants. Links in the description for some gear from Revzilla, ddfmcrew.com/beginner gear. So just do that. Rescue another rider if you need to. I'm not going to try to sell my rescue kit, but if you want one. And then teach and mentor, you're doing that. So smart rider, I think we can do a little bit extra. Wear full gear. if you're really concerned about your safety. And then here's the other thing. We see a car coming, and we're going to be playing on our phone a little bit. Okay?
That's it.
A little bit of panic. A little bit of panic, because we weren't paying attention. That's what happens. We look up, oh crap. Because we're focused here. Oh crap. We need to, if you're going to be on your phone, look straight ahead and just, actually don't even touch your phone. Don't even touch your phone.
Man.
Only do it at stoplights and stuff. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.